In this part of the tutorial, we will learn how to build a simple positioning system based on points built on detected surfaces. Finally, we will use those positions to automatically locate our drone. Okay, we can imagine instead of instantiation our drone in our scene, we will instantiate a flag as a destination of our UAV. For example, we will instantiate this flag and instantiate another one here, and my drone first, when I instantiate this one, goes from here to here. Then when I instantiate this one, my drone goes to this position. For doing that, I want to use this flag, animated flag, and I called it top. It will be like this. So I want to use this flag for my destination. So I click on AR Session Origin and AR Click to Place, and I replace the model with the flag prefab. Okay, now system for auto pathfinding for my drone. Let's to create a temporary scene, an empty scene. Okay, in here, and I will drag and drop my UAV. Okay, now I want to create a C# script. I will call it UAV path finding. It is a very simple but very helpful for our system. So in here we don't need to have by the start. In here we need to have a public game object target. It will be our target for pathfinding, for example, first flag or second flag, anything. And also public float movement speed. It is the speed of velocity of our movement. And in here we will say transform dot position equal vector3 dot lerp. If we want to have a smooth movement for our drone, we need to use our lerp, and lerp has three variables. Vector 3a is the current position of our UAV. Vector 3b is the target position, and float t is our movement speed and velocity of our lerp. So we will copy and paste transform position for vector 3a and target dot transform dot position for vector 3b and movement speed for our movement velocity. And also I want to say, okay, my UAV needs to look at the target all the time. So I will say transform dot look at to target transform dot position. Okay, that's it. So come back to the Unity, and as you can see, I can imagine it is the back of my drone and it is the front of my drone, but my model front is this way. As you can see, this angle of blue angle, blue Z. So I need to rotate the drone mesh to set with model's front. Okay. And oh no, I didn't need to save my scene. My UAV pathfinding to here. Now I need to add a target and movement speed. I want to add 0.005, for example, or 1 for now. And finally, I need to add my flag as a destination and target. Now we need to add our flag to the target. Okay. First, play the game and we will see what will happen. It works well. It arrives to the destination. And if I move my flag, it goes exactly to the destination perfectly. Right. Okay. The next step is I want to say when I instantiate my flag into our scene, the flag needs to define itself to the model's target variable. So I need to create another C# script. I call it flag manager. Sorry. Okay. And open it in the Visual Studio. And I say, okay, let's define public the script of UAV pathfinding, for example. Then try to find this component from an object in the scene. So I will say pathfinding equal game object dot find. What is the name of this our game object, which has the UAV pathfinding component? It is model. So we will need to copy the exact name of this game object. So I will put inside of double quotations. Perfect. And then dot get component. Which component? We want UAV pathfinding. Okay. Then when I find it, if pathfinding not equal null, okay. Pathfinding has a variable, it's called target. So it will be this, or game object itself. So in the first moment of UAV, the flag instantiate into the scene, it's try to find the model and find the UAV pathfinding component, then define itself as a target. And in the UAV pathfinding, because in the first moment of app launch, we don't have any target, I will say if, while we have a target, let's to look at it and go to its position. If we don't have any target, stay in the position. Okay. And I want to remove this flag variable from here, and it can be known, right? And also I need to override and add the component of the flag manager. I click on flag and add the flag manager into it. And I don't need to add any variable in here because we already say, okay, let's to find this game object and override on our prefab. Because if we don't override this prefab from here, when I remove it and I will instantiate another prefab into the here, those new updates will not work for us because we didn't save it, in fact. So, okay, let's, I don't want to test a save. Okay, now we don't have any target. Now we have. It works well. Bravo. It's found the model and UAV pathfinding, and it's defined itself for target. And I want to instantiate another one. Bravo. The new flag is our new target. And another one. Perfect. Bravo. Okay, the next step is I want to say, okay, we will have a very a 3D text above of our flag to demonstrate the position of flag and the name of flag, for example. So I will add a 3D object and legacy text mesh. Okay, where is it? It's here. And I increase the size of font so it will be beautiful and change the middle center. Okay, now decrease the size. All right. For example, it is flag 1 and X is 21, for example, and Y 7.653 and Z equal 25. You know, something, and alignment will be center. I want to create something like this: the name of flag and also the position of my flag. Okay, let's come to the flag manager. I will add a public text mesh. I call it txt, and in the first moment I say txt dot I don't know text equal first the name game object dot name. Okay, now plus double quotation and this one, this guy. Perfect. I'm not sure exactly for this character, but x plus, oh, maybe I have a problem in here. Okay, and plus transform dot position dot x plus I will copy this part in here and say y and y and also plus Z and Z. Okay, let's come back to the Unity editor, and I call it text, and I remove all of this, and also I want to drag and drop my text to here. Now let's do override on prefab. Okay, let's test. If I instantiate another one, bravo! It is a flag clone, as we already seen here, and the X is this number and Y is -3. That is perfect. Okay. Only thing is I need to make not 2 spaces for here for better reading. All right. And for example, something like this. Perfect. And for example, something like this. But as you can see, the names of them are the same, flag clone and flag clone. We need to have a system for auto naming of these flags as well. When exactly when we want to instantiate them in our scene. So let's come back to our AR click to place. In here we could to instantiate our 3D model, show model, but we need to get access to that new object instantiated in our scene. I call it game object, for example, obj equal this object. Okay, and then obj dot name equal, I don't know, flag plus space plus we can have a number, we can have a code, we can have an ID or something else. For example, internal integer flag ID. Okay, a plus flag ID, right? And when we instantiate a flag anytime, we will plus this flag ID variable. So, for example, in the first moment, the flag name is flag 0 and plus plus. The next time will be flag 1 plus plus. Next time flag 2 plus plus. Anyway, okay. Now I think everything is ready to test in our real scene, not in our test scene. And so come back to the ground detection. We don't need this scene, but I will add my UAV here, front of the camera. Okay, and I need to rotate my drone mesh to this one because it will be exactly like the real drone, and also add UAV pathfinding and 0.005, and now we can save. Okay, and also in the AR session origin we need to add a flag. Okay, and we already have it, and the flag is text. Okay, now we can test for instantiated a 3D object by clicking show model, for example. That's it. A flag 0 and x0, y0, z0, and also our UAV went to the position after our flag. And I want to instantiate another one. Look at this. And want to instantiate another one. That's it. Flag 1. And my UAV goes well. Bravo. Okay, let's to export an APK and test it in the real condition. Okay, now you can see my drone is there, and I want to track my surface. Okay, I will create my first flag there. And look at this. Beautiful. It is the position of my flag as well, related to the first position of the app launch. And I create another flag. Perfect. And also the third one is there, flag 2. You know, it is a very basic example for pathfinding, and also select the customize position in the real world. So you have access to the positions of these points, so you can use them for any actions or any functions you want in your real robot or virtual robots, or even for pathfinding, or target destination, or any types of actions for your automatic robots. Okay, let's go to the next step.